307 country. Well, we're back here at the deck. I'm going to try and get this thing wrapped up here the next, I don't know if I'll get it this afternoon, but today and tomorrow morning or whatever. Get the handrail on anyway and get the rest of the post set. It'll be a little bit before we get on the roof system that goes on it, but anyway, let's get after the handrail and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is run a 2x4 across here and one across there. Same height as the top of this post. And I'm going to run them on the inside of the post here. And can do it on the outside. It's just the way I got this deck set up. I'm going to run them on the inside the way I like them. We'll go ahead and get a measurement there. So it's 76 1/8. We'll get that one and cut the next one here in a minute. Okay, so we got that line there. I finally went and got a speed square. So let's see, we're going to be, let's switch glasses here. About 57 degrees. Yep, 57. So what we want to do, because we're going to split that on our railing, so 25 and 3 1/2, 28 1/2. .5 is what we need to cut. So we'll show you that. Alright, my measurement on the next one is 73 and 3/8. That's to the short point of the 28 1/2, which we figured out over there. As far as our, I need to rebuild this table. Back with you in a minute. So this will be like this. I want that short point flush with the like that. Okay. So what we can do, we'll put the clamp back on here to hold this. haven't done a lot of decks where the post goes up through the railing, so we'll see how this one works out, but that's the way we're building it. Okay, now we'll put our railing cap on, which we're using 2x6s. So what I want to do is, I'm going to have it mitered right here, and then square off. So got 72 and 9/16. Okay, so we got this cut at 71 and 9/16 is what it actually wound up being. I was mistaken. Inchitis, I said 72 and 9/16, I think. At least that's what I cut it the first time. So anyway, got that sitting there. We'll go flush on the inside, tight to the post. And we'll go ahead and screw this off all the way across here. Okay, well, it's been a little bit since I've done these, so I made the mistake of messing up this angle, which at least I cut it long and not short. So what I needed is the angle off the plumb, not level. So we're 57 degrees. So what I need to do is subtract that from 90. So that leaves me 33 degrees. Then I need to split that in half. So this angle should be 16 and a half, not 28 and a half. So I need to recut this. Alright, so we'll cut the next one. We'll be back. Okay, now we need the notch for this post, which, I don't know, this might not work very good, but about (71 and 5/16), 74 and 13. 1 and 5, 74 and 13. So now what we need is the bottom board to attach our spindles to. We're looking at 76 and a half, so I'll cut that and I'll be right back with getting these two put on. Okay, so I'm holding this up 3.5 inches off the bottom. And the reason I'm doing that, I don't like to run my spindles all the way down to the deck, or like a lot of people will put them on the outside of the deck out here. And around here with snowfall and stuff like that, even though this is going to have a roof over it, I like to be able to sweep my deck with a broom and push everything out underneath the railing. So we're holding this up 3.5 inches. Wound up with 21 and 11/16 in between them. So we'll go ahead and do that over here and screw this off on this side. Yep, 21 and 11/16. Now the reason I did that, the same distance in between here versus the same distance off the deck, is just in case my deck's not quite level or the railing's not quite level, I've got to have the same distance from the bottom of this to the bottom of the 2x6 so my spindles can be the same length. Okay, we'll go ahead and get the 2x4 across the front and then we'll be ready to set spindles in. Alright, we got our bottom boards on, we got a bunch of spindles cut, and I'm going to go 3.5 inches in between them. Code is usually about 4 inches. I want to make sure I'm under code just to be on the safe side. Not that around here we don't have inspectors, so I guess we're kind of lucky in a way. In a way we're not, because there's a lot of scabs out there that do a lot of stuff that isn't to code that should be, and people get taken advantage of a lot. So what I did, I've got marks up here, and I kind of space these out and got it to where I need them to be centered. You don't necessarily have to center them, but you might wind up with a real small gap, or on the end have to put one in extra or something. So what I usually do, I'll just start one here. Oops, get it on this side of the line. Make sure you're on the right side of your line. And about like that. I'll just take a 2x4 and throw in between them. Now, the reason that I'm only screwing the top is I'm going to plumb these up, make sure every one of them is plumb. You can do it where you make the first one plumb and then just space them out. After that, but you wind up getting off and carrying a 16th to the next one. You add a 16th, and pretty soon you're 3/8 of an inch out of plumb. So, this is how I do it. So anyway, we'll put that one on, and then so I'll take the screw started on the bottom. Grab your level, throw it up there. And so on and so forth. So that's how I do it. We'll get the rest of these on, and I'll come back with our next step after we get this, and we'll be running our railing down the stairs and getting the rest of the posts set up for the roof system. So we'll be back with the rest of it. Alright, well, we got the railing done, and somehow I lost all the footage on getting the posts up, but we'll cover this railing real quick and go from there. Okay, so as you can see, how I was explaining over here, just throwing a block in between, screw the tops, and then I just used a level, make sure they're all plumb, and screwed the bottom in. So that's what it turned out to be. I did have that post here, and I cut it off and just put my top rail on there. I'll show you that because I had that. I didn't record in the footage, but this post here had a little sliver here that needed that had it notched out. I had it just a little bit tight and it broke it, and then had that post running up because I thought I'd need it for the roof system, but I don't need it for the roof system. So that's how my railings turn out, and what they look like when they're done. Okay, well, we got that done. Railings all wrapped up. and I got the post stood up and braced off all plumb. So Paula and I'll get back down there. I think she's gonna help me get all the joists up. We'll have a video coming up of cutting the joists and getting them ready to go up and putting them up and getting the roof on. So been a good project. Really appreciate you guys tagging along and seeing how I do it. Like I said, there's a million ways to do things. This is just one of the ways that I do it. I've done handrails several different ways. So hope that helps somebody maybe. I like the looks of it. I like to keep them up off the deck, be able to sweep snow and stuff out from underneath the railing. But anyway, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Get in the comments and tell me what you think. I don't know, just really appreciate everybody being here. So thank you, and we'll see you on the next one. 307 out.